최후를 맞이하라.
Wasn't actually out of that brush just then. Audaciously charges on Kaz, who's trying to get out of there. Does get the Arctic Assault.
And giving Griffin a Drake, not the ideal way to what was some great assassin play in the Kesper Cup final.
Well, we'll see whether Tarzan can actually just take down Rascal, and he can. That is the Halo Blades, ladies.
So got the Rift Herald topside.
Well, Kaz, you can see, I believe, didn't actually poke his head out. That was a visual bug, as Griffin now know that he's down here. They're actually going for the dive. Hemoplague gone to 3 members, but Viper has the pull. He'll get so much health back from this pop, as well as the teleport comes in from Sword. Turns into a train, trying to turn this one around, but Rascal has joined in this battle. Meanwhile, Rift Herald goes down, and now Kingzone are in this awful position. 5 members now underneath this turret. They need to make this one work. They take the first kill. They will get the second. Sword, the next to go down. This is a dive I wasn't expecting. It's looking beautiful. Sword to be taken. It's Rascal with the double now as Chovy. Can he finish them all off? Gets the first one. The zombie Sword is still here. Dives over, gets the double kill. Will he have another Q? Not enough energy just yet. Has to flash to get out of the way. There's Def there with very low health, has to be careful, but there's no charges left on the ult, and Chovy underneath the turret.
Kill bounties, 46 CS. That's 176 CS in 15 minutes as Akali. Here's the engage.
Here's the engage, yeah, we've got the quickness to start this one off as Deft has to use the ult defensively to try and get out. So far, no one's died just yet, but that is not going to happen for long as Pawn is going to be the first one to die. Chovy still wanting to try and ambush. Deft is such a juicy target. Over the wall he goes. Lehens doesn't find the first portion of this CC, but there's the Hemoplague, and Deft already so incredibly low. No mana to speak of as Tarzan's trying to get in there. Viper over the side is the one to finish him off. The Urgot once again goes down as an afterthought, and Kuz will be the next one to fall. All the gap closes all the time, and Viper
have been completed by Griffin. They definitely have some of the best communication we've ever seen. Speaking of trust falls,
Lehens in possibly a little bit of trouble. Tucson has used the barrel quite nicely, but Tarzan gonna grab that first kill. The double knock-up from Sword as he makes his way in, and this is the type of combination play that we expect from Griffin. It's just beautiful. Pawn once again trying not to die. This time he'll be okay, but the rest, and then walking away feeling things so beautifully with that 2v2 kill against Viper, to that being a bit of an afterthought. And it turning into the game that most people were expecting is we're going to continue at 3-man knock-up from Lehens as Tarzan going to once again kill Deft. Rascal now in trouble, has to self-ult as Viper just wanders past him. Now decides that he might kill him as Kuz is being taken care of by the rest of his team. Chovy gonna secure that.
3-0 over Damwon, 3-0 over Gen G so far on the 2019 patch, looking to make quick work of Kingzone.
Yep, this Death Note once again happening. As you can see, Lehens once again bouncing around. It's another kill going over to Tarzan. This guy seems like he can do absolutely no wrong when it comes to Korean League of Legends at this stage. Tucson trying to make a play, but all he's gonna do is die as the Nexus turrets fall. The Nexus soon to follow, and Griffin, their first game in the LCK for 2019 is no surprise for anyone following them, and an absolute joy to watch if you're already a Griffin fan.
Masterful performance.
2-1s.
운명의 방향은 정해졌다.
Still have to move away from that. Pawn might be caught here.
Yeah, Chovy diving forward. The flash has to be used here from Pawn, but the E was held onto for so long. There's the audacious charges. Pawn very, very low. Trying to get more done here, but gets their heads bogged together. Doesn't matter as Kuz still has to flash to get his way out, and he will lose his everything as well at the end there. Nice knock-up from the decimating smash. But that is going to be once again the Rift Herald going down in favor of Tarzan.
Ezreal was trading up with the early Sheen. Mid lane's going just fine. Chovy farming it out. Pawn trying to chase.
Yeah, Tarzan able to audaciously charge over the wall on top of him there as well. Has to go into his stopwatch, but is this a see your death moment? That's the question. The answer is a definitive yes, as that teleport has to be followed, but that's one too many turret shots. The flash from Rascal, not able to take down Tarzan, just happens here. It looks like you've gone all that way. As there's the flash once again from Lehens, and once again, it is going to miss.
I think it's zone Jace.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like Smeb was really our biggest Blade of the Ruined King Jace player as Deft gets engaged on here by Tarzan. That amount of damage is just despicable.
Oh, Kuz
dives forward. Yeah, he was looking for it. But unfortunately, without your 80 carry, he's just going to go down as Tarzan continuing the pressure. Turret falls.
I've seen the matchup enough to know he probably shouldn't be losing a turret solo.
Yeah. That being said, things going wrong elsewhere on the map as well as Kuz once again looking for an engagement, but choosing your target as an Ezreal probably not a great idea, as there's the flash from Tarzan trying to turn it around. Gets knocked back. It's Rascal that's able to help out there, as Cuz should go down to the passive. The Q from Viper is enough for that. As Def looking for a way into this fight. The Q able to do some damage, but it's Sword tanking the majority of it. Good knock up off to the side. Chovy 1v1 against Pawn, but low health bars here for Griffin. They're still pushing forward. Deft has the ultimate, and now the re-engage from Kingzone. Lahans so incredibly low.
Def can maybe clean this up.
As now we've got Sword channeling the Q, but that means the Def free hitting onto him. It's going to be the Mystic shots there, and Viper way too low to get himself back forward. Zombie Scion is just a beast trying to take down Deft as the
casting desk where you don't have to hedge your bets at all.
What, right at the back of the fountain? Is that not okay?
You know, I don't know if you're safe there, Atlas.
That's real scary stuff. As I'm beginning to believe you, as Tucson just going to get solid out on the back end. Tarzan picks that one in, but Cuz puts his face into that cocoon, and that is not what you want. The rest of his friends do turn up. Kingzone have to back away. Chovy once again in his shroud. One is started. Deft just explodes! Chovy found him, and Chovy dealt with him as well. Lahans gets in here, but he's not the one to talk about because all the damage is elsewhere. Cuz probably didn't want to actually kidnap anyone into the backline. His Sword just delivered free entry. The Urgot dies as an afterthought, and Rascal says, I don't want to go anywhere near you guys. I'm happy to sacrifice the base.
Death was an afterthought. They take down the Baron. 5,000 damage at Kali. Thank you very much.
Found wanting, but I think that most teams will be in that same category, as we've got another engage coming in from Tarzan. Gets the knockback as the kidnap's used just to get Cuz out of dodge. The damage still going to be there, and the inhibitor going to go down. Tarzan sacrifices half of his health bar for that cocoon. Landing onto Pawn, and he gets destroyed by Lahans. Has that Q damage just to get rid of the Urgot. And Chovy, what is that? Dives onto Def, somehow got tagged, and that's the True Shot barrage, finishing it off. I don't know how that happened, but damn, Def was, now you're here, now you're not, and the Nexus is going to go down because now no one has any damage to speak of. Griffin showing up here on the LCK stage for 2019. They were beasts.
내가 끝났다고 해야 끝난 거야.
Uh-oh, Tarzan. Okay, well, good read, as somehow he knew that was happening. Still face checks it and is forced to flash, as Kellen and Malrong not messing around this time.
He knows he has backup coming, so he's trying to play with his food.
Okay,
Predator!
Kellen is level 2, and, well, see you later, buddy. You are way too deep in there, as the rest of your team just good at trading with melees. I'm going to hold that thought as Tarzan, he wants a kill. Well, you're going to be charmed, and the sweep, the ultimate thing, doesn't get the kill. Bot as Malrong is looking top.
Here it comes.
Call of the Forge God. Kellen does have flash, but he uses it prior to the Call of the Forge God hitting him, and he just dies. Really close, trying to do the 1v2. But couldn't quite get on it, and now Tarzan, he's looking for more. There's the Chilling Smite root. The flash on in, and immediately Tarzan predicting it.
It looks better when people ask what happened.
I wasn't going to answer that question. Tarzan is 1v1ing, and Aurelia, see you later, dodges the ultimate. Tarzan making it.
From there, the rest of the stuff was more unavoidable, as this is what a 1v1 looks like. As that was just rude by Sword. That's a high-res one or a low-res one?
It was a high-res one. I was very, very shocked. They get someone here, and Malrong goes in the bouncy castle. He's having a bit of fun. As, okay, Tarzan finds another.
If there was unexplored map on the League of Legends map, that would represent Baron, as it dies instantly. Warmox? I don't know about that one.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure he has an item.
It's like Sunfire Cape and what's the other one?
Many other things. Here we go.
Okay, will the Tarek ultimate arm? Yes, it does, but Griffin, they just don't care. As Linderong, well, let's take a look at the Viper show in the backside. Will the Zonius come in? Yes, it does. Question is, will he die? No. Chaos Storm runs out, and Chovy is taking the turret. Nobody on Griffin wants to die. And I think they're going to meet that match as well. Oh, the Tarm, he's going to go down through the fountain. See you later, as Griffin make it look so easy. Get every inhibitor, every kill. As they're just showing off at this point, looking for more kills. Not quite going to happen, as even emoting in front of the fountain here.
Under pressure when...
딱 봐도 잘 싸우게 생기지 않았어?
enemy. This is very aggressive.
He gets the smite and he gets level 3. Tarzan not backing away, though. trying to get on top
He's
of
level
this.
3 as well.
He wants to fight this. Funnily enough, Chovy, nice little gank there. Tarzan maybe biting up off a little bit more than he could do, but now he's going on to Linderong here, forcing that flash away as Linderong. Well, it feels like Jinair. Well, okay, here we go. Call the Forge God. They want the Alistair. He's not level 6 yet. And oh boy, the flash on in. Let's bounce. They're going to get the cow. First blood goes over to Zach. Following up here is Malrang, but the TP comes in. Nice amount of damage comes in from Stitch. Just they're going to make a name for that potential MVP. As now he's looking for Linderong.
안녕히
Going to
계세요,
go
여러분.
unstoppable here.
Did you notice, if you don't have vision of where the Zac is, the threat range is huge. Speaking of long threat range, how about Ornalt first?
Well, this time he is level 6, and Tarzan, he interrupts the jump, and down you will go. Let's bounce right into the gargoyle as the heroic entrance does follow up. That's going to be 1, 2, 3.
안녕히 계세요, 여러분. 전 이
Can
세상의
it be
모든
3? Those
굴레와
no.
속도를
Actually,
벗어난
Zion.
제 행복을
What the
찾았답니다.
hell? As he gets away. That was,
Down the purple worm. That feels like a different game, as here comes Tarzan.
trying to make Stitch's
Oh my
life
God.
so hard. You're not rocking jumping out of that one. He is going to get knocked up. He does survive, but Toby says, nuh-uh. You're not going to survive on my watch. Nova eventually does go down. Can Grace get a kill is the question. How about a stopwatch, says Lehens, as he is going to survive on the backside.
Hey,
Sword, a bit more. Maybe a longer one at that. Nova, force ults by himself. Not sure about the follow-up of the Call of Forge God, but how about the Cassiopeia? As you see, the Petrifying Gaze was a little bit too late on that one. Still not sure if it does work, but either way, it was too late. He goes down, the tower dive is there, and they get a couple of kills.
Costly in SK Telecom's world. And SKT's probably the only team right now to put a thought to that, as we're playing in Tarzan's world too.
Nova has an ultimate, but let's bounce into the top corner of the hero's entrance. See you later, as Grace actually opens up the fight with the miss. Petra so close to having a perfect game, but not quite.
SK Telecom's dream team had a dream.
Restraint? No, that's not the word.
Well, here's a word, unstoppable onslaught. In fact, it's 2.
Okay, they're looking for Viper. Nice little flash, and there's that redemption coming in. Lehen's proving that he is a true support on the backside, and oh boy, Stitch nearly goes down. As here comes the rest of the tanks, especially Tarzan is only going to let's bounce straight into the entire team as the damage comes in, and Jinair goes out of this one. Malrang, he just says, enough of it, the hell with it, I'm getting out of here.
That may be the end, as the redemption did 15-20, so that he could join Griffin. If he gets the Nexus, maybe he can get him invite to the Griffin lineup.
Please take me with you. Counterpick it. Yeah, you should do that. Well,